still discussing the reality of the soap operas. Right now, we've got the reality of sudden death with Wayne needing 3 cards, Dawn needing 2, and the question goes to Dawn.
Okay.
We asked 109-year-old boys, have you ever brought a live bug into the house that you knew your mom would not like one bit and then lost it? How many 9-year-old boys have brought a bug into the house and then lost it?
I am going to say this number is going to be really high. I have 2 3-year-olds, as a matter of fact, and both of them have brought bugs into the house, and they know how I feel about it. And of course, if they lost it, they wouldn't tell me about it, but I am sure that has happened to just about every 9-year-old. So I think the number is going to be about 76.
76 out of 100. What do you think, Wayne?
Ooh, you know, that's a toughie. I'm going to have to say it's going to be a little bit higher. You know, I brought bugs in when I was a kid. My brother did. My friends did. I'd have to say, the only thing is I never was dumb enough to tell my mother that I lost it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Find out herself. I have to say it'd be
She
a little
probably
bit
did,
high.
Wayne.
Yeah,
Do you
she
say
probably did.
I must say, I say this from time to time, but we get interesting questions. We will re-poll them. And I remember we had this question. This is a re-poll, but we had the question about a year or so ago, and we had a contestant on who said that she was still looking for a snake that was lost in the house. I'll never forget it. Right now, with this new poll, we have 76 and higher. The actual number of 9-year-old boys who've brought a bug into the house and then lost it is 48. It's not higher, it's lower. It's a pretty high number, though, almost half. Dawn, you've got control. Sudden death, you need 2 cards. Wayne needs 3. You can play it or pass it.
I'm going to pass it.
So, Wayne, that means you've got to get them all.
The pressure's on. Let's go higher.
Higher than a 5. No, right away. Dawn wins it in sudden death. She got control, took advantage of it. Game 1 to the challengers. So we'll set up for game 2. Same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. And Wayne, we'll start this with you.
All right.
Wayne, we asked 100 single women. Last year, was the only Valentine you received one from your mother? Aww. How many single women sadly admitted the only Valentine they got last year was from Mom?
That's going to be a very low number. I tell you, with friends and acquaintances, and I mean, they got to be really ugly. I mean, that's a face only a mother could love, literally. I mean, you got to be pretty bad only to get one Valentine. I mean, not even from another friend.
Oh, you think they only go because of the way people look, Wayne? Is that it?
Well, you know, I mean, you got to have some kind of problems.
Oh, okay.
But assuming that you have a problem, I'd have to say there's not too many problem children out there. I'd have to say 15.
15 out of 100.
That's right.
Single women only got a Valentine from Mom, Dawn.
I'll tell you, even being married, I get Valentines, I mean, from friends and that. And I imagine if I were single, I would probably get more Valentines, or I should hope so. But I'm going to say that the number is going to be even lower because everybody, even if you're ugly, everybody loves you, somebody.
There goes that ugly again. Everybody, Valentine's
Well,
come...
I'm just saying because he made it sound like if you're ugly, you wouldn't get a Valentine.
No, everybody should.
I got one.
I got one. 15 and lower.
There's an exception to every rule, you know.
It's 2 in a row now. No more chances.
That's on another network, that thing about a feud, isn't it? No, okay. 15 and lower. The actual number of single women who admitted the only Valentine they got last year was from their mother is 10. It's lower. Dawn's got it. That's right. Maybe he got it from Wayne's mother. Dawn, you got a 7.
Change that card.
Well, if you win it, you can change it. A good
All
change.
right. It's going to be lower.
Lower than the jack? Yes, an 8.
I'm going to freeze.
I thought you were going to go with that
No,
there.
I'm going to freeze.
Question goes to Dawn. Dawn, we asked 100 housewives, is there one dish you've stopped serving your family because it's gotten so expensive you can't afford it anymore? How many housewives said, yeah, there's a dish they've stopped serving because it's just gotten too expensive?
I think there's going to be a lot of women who say that. As a matter of fact, my husband loves lasagna, but with all the cheeses and everything, it has gotten so expensive to fix, so I just don't make it anymore. So I think a lot of people...
Takes a while to cook it, too, doesn't it, Dawn?
Yeah. Yes, it does. And who has the time for that? So I think the number of women who don't cook it anymore, right?
That's right. How many said there's something they've stopped serving because it's gotten too expensive?
I think it's going to be about 65.
65 out of 100, Wayne.
Oh, no, I got to say it's going to be lower. You know, You know, unless you're eating caviar or something, I have to say it's lower. I don't care. You know, you want to please your husband. You know, make him get the best food possible. It's going to be lower.
You say lower. Oh, yeah.
Wrong once before.
Most of us agree that the thing that's too expensive right now, that dish is meat, right?
Yeah.
65 and lower. The actual number of housewives who said there is a dish they've stopped serving because it's just gotten too expensive is 45. Wayne is right. It is lower. It is almost half, however. And Wayne at queen.
I'll play that. I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a queen. No, an ace is not lower. Dawn with a break and an 8.
Higher.
Playing the middle card higher. She's right with a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king, a 5.
Higher.
We have a new champion. If it's higher, we do. Dawn won it. Go. Wayne, we have to say goodbye, but $4,200. 5 cents. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne Shonda. Dawn, come on down here, Dawn Miller. Were those 3 people who jumped up to applaud you with you?
Yes, they were.
All right. They're going to root her on. I know we all are. She's going for the big money right after this.